I am. So this is my main account. I need to find a new place to build for this character. Some place that I actually want to build. Which, you know, is not around here. Let's check the menu here. We're going to go ahead and check on some, well, weeklies while we're at it. Get them out of the way. Turn this on. Go over to all. I guess I will go over to here. Well, ain't that something? Not used to those showing up right there. Guess the deer aggroed them from over there at the farm. And they just followed it in here. Which is fine, but not fine for me. Alright, I'm going to jump over here because this character has not killed any of the anglers yet. I'm just going to go look around the new area that opened up on the map in the northern section to see if I can find a good spot. I think if I remember right, there's supposed to be some new waterfalls and things over there. Get this up and running. Switch back to first person view because I need to for this. I really like this area and I kind of hate it at the same time. Has to do mainly with the fact that
Who's there?
see me, dumbass. Man, I can't believe I just died there. I didn't do enough damage. Thought I did, but I didn't. Should have been using my other gun, to be honest. My other gun, I mean my, let's just go ahead and do that now. Vampires. Instead of that. If I remember right, there's the third one right in about. Yeah. Yep. Did he die instantly? Jesus. Okay. Well, there we go. There's 3. Not exactly what I wanted to do, but it's 3 out of the way. Go ahead and grab some of this stuff. Yeah, there is this little shed here that you could build in if you really wanted to try. I mean, I recommend everybody try and build in a pre-existing structure at least once. But just so you know, things like the ground are going to give you some issues. You're not going to be able to place some items in there without using a bunch of rugs. And merging things down into this isn't going to work the way you think it is. I mean, it can. Basically, what you do is you stack all the stuff on top of something, then you merge it down, then you put the thing that you merge it down on the top of the cabinet. And you have to have it lined up with the shelves just so. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things you can do. It's just a matter of, is it worth your time to do so? And for some people, you know, this game is all they got, and that's all they want to do is build stuff, and I build stuff all the time, but I'll be honest, this game, I have other shit I need to take care of in life at the moment. This game is kind of mild on my priority list. I do the Atomic Shop update. I do my Ren Plays stuff. I do these kind of videos where I'm kind of looking for a spot to build at because, well, I'll be honest.
I'm so glad I finally caught up
I
with
am
you.
too.
Congratulations!
Goodbye.
You are a winner of the...
It was nice knowing you. Anyway, as I was saying, there are lots of places up here to build. I mean, in this area in particularly, there are a lot of really cool locations. But I don't know. I'll be honest, what I really want is a big pool of those lurkers so that I can get the 9 of them out of the way. But that doesn't really exist. I mean, there's some more along this river, I'm sure. But I just don't know exactly where. And don't really feel like running around looking for them that much. But they're here. I mean, I'm sure there are somewhere. And you can find some really cool spots to build in. There we go. And vampire weapons will keep you alive even when you don't want them to. Alright. Since we're here, let's go ahead and take a quick peek on the map and see where we're at. So we are all the way over here. So that is to the left of the S, to the tip of this mountain right here. That is where you want to go if you want to find another 3 lurks. Now outside you may hear my we had a pine tree fall in my yard. The pine tree took out my wife's car. And when I say took out my wife's car, I mean it impaled the windshield, like put a hole through it about between the size of a softball and a baseball, somewhere in between. Knocked the top of the assembly that is attached to the ceiling, part of the console. And well, in general, made a nuisance of itself. Not really terrible, but just, you know, a bit inconvenient. Then on top of that, we are currently standing where T-Noodle built his house that was dedicated to the Unabomber. I just realized that. That means there should be a mine somewhere over this way that marks the location better than that one dot of mine. It is a mine that is filled with mirelurks. Or a grotto, I suppose, that have been it is still not on my map. Now the funny thing about this place is you can find blood eagles and mirelurks, and the mirelurks are like babies that are following them around, like they're imprinted on them. Let's see if this one has one. No. But yeah, they're all through here. Also a good place to get eggs if you need them. There's the queen. Really does look cool on this screen of mine. definitely a different location. It's dark and kind of dreary, and hopefully this pops up on my map as soon as I go out. It'd be nice, but I doubt it. There we go. Alright. So, the other thing that's in this area is over that way, there's another Mirelurk Queen. And a bunch of Mirelurks. Unfortunately, that is not what I'm looking for. So, I am, however, looking for a spot to build a camp. What the hell is up here? Another swamp. They added in some really interesting little areas around here, haven't they? Alright. Let's start off with, we'll just go this way until we get near one of the newer areas. This is the fence. This is the boundary. That used to be the boundary for this area. Two buildings over here. A building and a cave. Up this way. I have not done the ghoulification quest on any of my characters. Mainly because I don't really know that I want to do it. I mean, it's kind of like there's so many little quests in this game that I just don't give a shit about. I've done every quest in this game except for finishing out the Brotherhood and any of the Blue Ridge stuff. Let's take a quick peek in here. That's the flying car that I built that one of my friends was trying to figure out how I did something on it. I had explained it to him. Not a big deal. Just, turn on some lights in here. Like an old tunnel. Section to a vault. Alright. Bunch of chemistry stations. Medical equipment. I have a feeling this is linked to a quest that I don't have currently active and I am not currently playing through. So therefore, it has nothing in it for me except items. Alright. Let's get the heck back out of here. Probably pertains to the ghoul quest, I'm guessing. Most of the new stuff in this zone pretty much completely pertains to that quest, and that's it. Oh, man. But, give me the cavern. cabin up this way, or a house. Don't know what it's going to be like. Like I said, I'm mainly looking for places to build. Oh boy, if I do a couple dailies or a weekly or two, that's just the way it goes. Here's our cabin. There's human body parts. Pretty standard. Surprised they haven't given us this chimney yet. Which, by the way, if you actually had a chimney like that, in reality, you'd have a very high risk of setting your house on fire. Old Danielson. The old Danielson cab. Up here, we have our own poop shack. They could have at least used one of the, you know, actual looking poop shacks. You know, the ones that look like an outhouse versus... Look, it's a plastic building that nobody actually owns. Unless you live in Alaska. Then they'll ask you to kindly leave a poop shack alone. Damn, this place is total. Kind of cool though. How am I over encumbered so quick? I was carrying other crap. Might as well just go ahead and pick up a chainsaw while I'm here. Everybody needs a chainsaw. I hear you. I don't want to, but I hear you hissing. This is the back door that I just came through. Knew it. Yeah, we're both dead now. But I got back up because I'm not a douchebag. Wendigos. God damn, I hate Wendigos. They're the one things that actually give me the creeps. Because, you know, their backstory. They were once a human being that, perfect opportunity to introduce myself to Anderson. Wasn't grateful as I'd hoped. She saw me kill that ass of a man, and unfortunately I had to end her as well. Planned to cook her a wonderful meal for her ungrateful husband, but now I've got to preserve the both of them to make the meat last longer. Their heads do set quite nicely on the mantle, though. I think I'll remain here for a while, as it seems a perfect place to indulge my superior preferences for food without being disturbed. So, like I said, asshole. Total asshole. Change of plans. I was making a bi-weekly trip to the mega stop this morning. Everything seemed off. It's peculiar that there was so many abandoned cars at the mega stop. It's trash and desolate. Normally I have no trouble finding someone to sneak into the trunk. It took an unacceptable amount of time to find someone that didn't run off when I came close. Something catastrophic must have happened. This is really going to screw up my system. Jeez Louise. So dipshit kept their heads on the shelf, which I'm guessing got knocked down from my fight with him. Look at those teeth. Look at those teeth. But he's living out here in this cabin in the middle of nowhere, which is kind of an Evil Dead reference, to be honest. And kind of not. I mean, it is in the fact that this is where you would have had the book and the translation thing, and you'd have a little. How do you take a term off from the university? She could get away from the stress of teaching. Paranoid. Apparently, one of her students is a real nutcase. It gives her the creeps. Yep. So that's why we're here. And there's nothing in there. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and go. I'm guessing there's nothing in there for me because I'm not on the quest. But yeah, I don't know. One thing Bethesda does fairly well is storytelling when it comes to things like this. Makes you wonder how many of them have kept bodies in the freezer. Okay, let's get rid of some weight so we're ready to fast travel if we have to. And it's 11:46. I still haven't found any place that I like. I head up this way. See, I kind of like this bluff. But the problem is I have a feeling that this is tied to that quest. And I don't necessarily want to build anywhere that's tied to a quest. Because I don't want to break or impede the quest for anybody that's on it. So, yeah. And it's obvious. I mean, this is a road, for God's sakes. Alright. Armor. I could go for my Raider armor, which... I don't think I have any... I should just start carrying around a Chinese stealth suit with me everywhere I go. That's what I should do. Instead of Union armor. I could change the backpack, but then I'd have to waste the materials building another one. And I'll be honest, I don't like wasting materials. I waste enough materials as it is building shit. You know, like, you don't get back all the concrete that you build or the wood that you build with when you build a house. You get back a portion of it, but not all of it. Anyway. Yep, perfect place for your ghoul. Unfortunately, I am not one.
This is all I have left.
That's fine. This is all that I don't have.
One day at a time.
Protect and serve.
Is that all we just...
I should have Partini look at this,
Yep,
but
definitely need to get that cell
maybe it
suit
will
out
resolve
of there.
itself.
Alright, I'll just go back out here.
Some of these schools need a fix.
You'd better be careful how you look at me. Guess all this radiation's our protection now.
Okay, so that's another place to get on a military duffel bag. Alright. So I guess I'm gonna build up here. Because, view. Check that shit out. Death machine coming right to me. Already dressed in power armor, doesn't matter as much. something a little bit more efficient. There we go. That's a little bit more efficient than my killing. Hello, Dinah. It was nice meeting you. Thanks for the gear. Go up here and people. So this is the very top of the waterfall. Huh. Doesn't appear to be radioactive. Kinda like this spot right here. Although I can see it putting me at odds with some other players. I could build right in the waterfall right there. But, I don't want to do that. Although here could be fun, it's a good view. I think I'm going to take it. I think I'm going to take right here. I think it gives me the best view overall. And I can try and build what I want to build here without too much of a problem. Let me just make sure that I have the right camp up and selected, because I want to get rid of this one. Just don't like it. Alright. Let's go ahead and move that camp right here, if it'll let me. I think I can work here pretty well. And a waterfall behind me. Yeah, I think it'll work. Sure, go for it. Okay. Well, found a spot that I like. Let's get out of this armor real quick. And we're up in the new area, up near where you become a ghoul, because I have a feeling the entire quest line hinges over the stuff that's right over there. So, there is that. I do like this power armor, it looks really cool. Very samurai, psychopath themed. You can see off in the distance Tanagra town, and you can see the highest point on the map right there in the middle with Seneca. So, definitely a different view than Toxic Valley. I mean, I could build up in the waterfall here, but I don't know if... I mean, physically I can make it look like it blends in. I can do it pretty easy. I've already got an idea in my head how it would work. I just don't know that I want to do it. I mean, easiest way to do it, make it work, make it look like it's naturally built, and build in this area, in my opinion, is to go down one layer below where I'm at, so right about here. Place your foundations going across from here to there. Put the waterfall in your back. build a kind of an arc. Well, I don't know if you can do it or not with a place set here. But, I mean, I'm sure there's a way to figure out how to fake it. But, effectively build like an arced out set of windows. Build yourself a big glass wall that faces out to the wasteland so you have that beautiful view. Have it go up a couple stories to where if you place your thing here, you should be able to get up to the top here without a problem. And the server's going to shut down. So, as that is prime time for me to say, hey, it's been fun. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll probably do the other character on the other account. So, talk to you then.